There's places on this planet where humans should not go. There's obvious peaks that they're screaming, don't come here, this isn't safe. But with Shishapangma, it's more subtle. Life above 8,000 meters, you're on borrowed time.
Historically, Shishapangma is a very dangerous mountain. Many climbers have gotten killed in avalanches there.
The north side is gradual, it tapers off in the Tibetan plateau, but the south side is steep and avalanche-prone and menacing.
本当にこの荒涼とした山だし、シシャパンマってチベット語ではもう牛とか馬も生きられない。
It just has these really intense, long periods of quietness, and then all of a sudden the big, huge avalanche will go off.
From there, one time came down a small avalanche. And the ice axe tried to go out. Ooh. When I decided to start my winter climbing career, there was this new page that has to be written, because the last 8,000 that had been climbing winters was in 1988. When we attempted in 2004, we stopped only 250 meters close to the summit, and we understood that Shishapangma was possible to climb. We realized that on the summit, we were writing a page of history.
Our goal in 1999 was to ski the central couloir on the mountain. The first time we saw the mountain was, OMG, what did we get ourselves into? It was an acclimatization day, quote, rest day. David and Alex and I walked up this lobe of glacier, and at one point we looked up and an avalanche had started, and fight or flight, death is happening. I had contoured and went in a direction like this. Alex and David had gone downhill and got picked up and thrown. It's like some 30 meters, pummeled, cracked ribs, concussion. I stood up and I was enveloped in this huge, massive cloud of very fine snow particles. And as that cloud settled down and the sun came out, and then it was like they were gone. They disappeared. And being the only one that walked away, to me, there was a weight to it, and just the PTSD of it layered up to the survivor's guilt, which I never really understood it until later. We have a great time up there, and we celebrate what mountains are until they go wrong. And then they go really wrong. And then you question, why are we pursuing this sport? What's the sense of it?
So it was a really nice day, no wind, it's perfect summit day. I was like, oh, we will do it easily. But I think we all underestimate the snow conditions, and say Shishapangma is the smallest and easiest because it's not so steep, and that was my last 8,000-meter peak. So the first team triggered avalanche, and I went to do some recovery help. Another team continued. They were almost to the summit, and the face came off. I lost 4 friends in 2 hours. I thought I was like, this is my last, and I won't go back. I want to stop climbing, and it was really hard to heal in the beginning. Being on Shishapangma was definitely a personal journey for me, not only coming back from my injury that I had in 2022. I sustained frostbite and lost 6 of my toes, but also it was to be there with Dawa and support her in every way that I could, and have her support for me too. I thought I would complete my 14 for respect of my friends. When I reached to the point that we got hit the avalanche, I was getting nervous and everything was coming back from last year.
Everything in your mind, both physically and mentally, is telling you to turn around, that you should not be there. That is not sustainable for life. And you have to like work through that.
But then I got to summit, the sunrise came up, and I looked down to the space where my two friends disappeared, and after that it mentally is really better.
I just remember Dawa standing on the summit. She's like, Anna, come. And she had a huge smile, and how meaningful and important that summit was for her. She had completed her goal, and I was completing my goal.
撮影したやっぱり何気ないこう白い人間が映っているだけなんだけれども、自分にとっては長い旅の
When you and I climb, we're a team. When we succeed, we get that moment on the summit or we get back to camp and we're safe. We feel closer as humans because we brought the other person there with us.